Now, one of the biggest questions I get from people, when do you rebalance? When I hear that question, I think a lot about the 1960s Supreme Court justice when they asked him, how would he define pornography? And he says, I know it when I see it. It's kind of how I feel about rebalancing. And I know that's not a great answer or the one people really want to hear because they want specific guidelines, but it's just how these types of things work. And I'll tell you why. Right now, we're in the middle of 2026. President Trump is our president. We've got an Iran war going on. Gas prices are way higher than they've been. There are always going to be unique circumstances, no matter what time period you're in. And people like to throw out the word unprecedented, which I think is a little overblown. Well, point being is, yeah, every circumstance is unique. So I can't sit here and tell you this is exactly when you're going to want to replenish your portfolio. General guidelines, sure. Don't replenish your portfolio if we're bottoming out in the market. How do you know when that's happening? You don't. It's a good idea to replenish when things are on the up and up, when things are at an all-time high. But once again, you're not going to always know that. So it's a lot of know it when you see it. The other thing is which investments to replenish. Bonds. Bonds tend to do pretty well when we're in recessions and things like that. But what if stock market's at an all-time high? Well, then those dividend-producing stocks are probably a good spot to be replenishing. I think you're starting to understand a lot of it's the nuance there. And I think that's where a financial professional is really going to be able to help you out. But of course, if you want to do it yourself, just make sure that you're staying up with the times, understanding how investments work throughout an entire strategy and being able to make those calls in a way where you're not setting yourself up for large mistakes. But here's the deal. I always say, we're not robots. You're not a robot. You have emotions. I have emotions. Do I like seeing market downturns? No, I don't. There's no clear guidelines of when to replenish. If that bothers you enough, I would set guardrails. I would say, hey, if we get below 6 months of expenses, we're going to replenish, but also have guardrails set in place of what types of investments are you going to sell? Because if we do see market downturns, you're going to be real tempted to say, well, we should sell the stocks because I think they're going to continue to go down. You're going to make an emotional decision that can likely have adverse consequences moving forward. So if that really bothers you, then sure, up front, while you're of sound mind and you're not going through some sort of financial catastrophe, set those guardrails and then keep them in place. I think that'll help you. The other thing is, if it really bothers you so much, I would hire a financial professional. We're trained in these sorts of things. We spend every single day researching and understanding where things are so that we can make logical decisions. Our emotions dictate our lives a lot of times. Our perceptions are our reality. So when it comes to retirement, you want to ensure your emotions aren't going to make you make a critical decision at a point when you're feeling emotionally unstable. The longer I do this, the more I am convinced that the hardest part of investing, the hardest part of financial planning is the emotional impact. It's the scars we have from the past. It's the fact we lived through 2008 and we're always worried that's going to happen again. If you're still a little leery about this and you'd like to talk things over, look at the link in the description, set up some time with us. We'd be happy to talk it through with you. Thanks for watching.